When it comes to channel strip plugins, there are plenty to choose from, and some of them offer a real great set of features and a great sound, but sometimes you're kind of tied into the specific sound that they offer, or some of the features are quite limited. For example, you've got channel strips that are based on, famous consoles and they emulate the sound, for example, SSL desks. And you've got other channel strips which are designed to be less coloured and more transparent. But again, some of them, they kind of don't tick all the boxes for me. And recently, Waves released this channel strip plugin called the Scheps Omni channel, based on Andrew Scheps' design work and his knowledge of mixing. And I think they've created a pretty damn good channel strip here. The first thing that grabbed my attention initially with this was the versatility. I mean, okay, you get the standard issue sort of processing chains, which are quite generous, by the way. You have 5 different modules. So you have your pre-section where you have your saturation or your harmonic distortion. But on this, you have 3 different circuits to choose from straight away, which is awesome. You've got 3 different colors of saturation to play with. And then you've got your standard things like your filters, and then this thump section to add a bit more punch and low end to the source. And then over here, next on the second module, you've got your de-esser section. They provide you with 2 full range de-essers with a load of different filter types, and some useful stuff like your solo, so you can hear what it's actually doing when you're fine tuning things. And then you've got your gates and expander. Again, awesome gate, really good expander. And then over the EQ section here, you've got 4 channel EQ, which is very interesting because you've got these different filter types here, okay? And they're all very musical and they offer a really cool sound. But what's really nice with the EQ section here is you can also go fully parametric. So you can dial in your own bell curves and get real surgical if you need to. Now, one thing that really shines with this product is the compressor section, because usually on a channel strip you'll get 1 type of compression, whereas in this plugin you get the choice of 3. So like the VCA, for example, the voltage controlled amplifier, is a very similar sort of thing to what you hear on the SSL 4000G master bus compressor, which is awesome. And then you've got things like the FET compressor, like for example, an 1176. And then you've got the Opto as well. But what's really cool about these 3 unique sounding compressors is that when you're using them and you're dialing in a sound for something, they're all very consistent in the controls and also in the level as well. So when you switch between them, you're not going to get any sudden drops of volume. You've got to reset everything to make sure it's getting the same amount of gain reduction. It's very consistent. So the whole thing with this plugin is you set it and you can switch between the colors and, really A/B things quite quickly and get a sound and dial it in quite fast. Now, what's great about all these different processors and modules is not only are they rearrangeable, you can actually arrange your own signal chain, but the other awesome thing here is if you go over to this top button here, you'll notice you've got stereo, duo, and mid-side. You can actually process individual modules with either stereo, duo, or mid-side. And wow, that's awesome. So for example, I could apply mid-side compression to the source at some point in the signal chain and just do some regular EQ, or I could do some mid-side EQ and then run it into the compressor, which is working in stereo. That flexibility is a real blessing, and it really opens up what this plugin can do. Now, there is a 6th module on this Scheps Omni channel, and it allows you to either add another instance of one of these, like one of these sections in here, or if you own other Waves products, you can also insert any other Waves product that you have in your arsenal as well and incorporate it into this. So it's pretty handy, and it's cool because you can also rearrange, things around as well with that extra insert. It kind of would have been nice though if this was compatible with any products that you own. So if you had something by Sound Toys, you could load that up. But you know, it's one of those things. Waves, you know, I suppose they can't give you everything, if you know what I mean. I'm moving over here. You've got your usual metering section, which is like the classic VU meters with your input, gain reduction, and output. And you've got, you know, you can monitor section. You can switch between stereo, left, right, mid, and side to check all that stuff. And they've also give you a limiter at the end of here as well, which is really easy limiter to use. You just have a threshold and set it, and it's good. It's a good limiter. Input section, fader based, which are linked. You can also unlink them as well if you want to individually control each fader. And you've also got your phase as well, which you can set for each channel. And obviously this plugin comes with a mono variant as well. But what does it sound like? Well, it sounds good, and you can get some good sounding results fairly quickly and A/B between the tones. It also comes with a very generous amount of presets from a variety of well-known and respected engineers. Okay, so you've all been pretty patient listening to me talk about this product. What does it actually sound like? So here I've got a loop loaded up, a little drum loop, and we're going to try and dial in the sound as quickly as possible using this product, and maybe switch through some of the different settings here and listen to how it sounds. So I know I'm really just kind of messing around here. I'm not really trying to do anything super serious, but it's such an easy plugin to use because you can, as soon as you get an idea with something, you can quickly dial it in. It's all right in front of you, and you can work without having to sort of switch between different plugins, load stuff up, which is kind of a drawback of mixing with individual plugins by a vendor. But when you've got a channel strip, obviously it can flow really nicely, but some of the limitations that you get with certain channel strips kind of stop you from getting the kind of sounds that you want to achieve. But this is, it's very effortless really when you're working with it, because you can just quickly switch, you know, dial in some more saturation, dial in a bit more compression, blend it, change the EQ. If you want to go fully parametric and remove something, you can do. You know, it's all right there in front of you, and I can see this being one of my go-tos actually for every session that I work on. So I would recommend taking a look at this product, and I'd also give it a thumbs up as well, just because it's a great channel strip plugin with a lot of potential. So if you've enjoyed the video, guys, I hope you have. Give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down. If you've got any questions or comments about the plugin, then leave them in the comments section below. Now, before I go, this product is actually on sale at the moment at waves.com. So if you're looking to get a channel strip plugin, now is the time to snap up a really good product for, I think it's $49 at the moment. And if you use the link that I'm going to provide in the description box below, if you give that a click and enter the promo code that comes up for you, you'll get an additional 10% off your entire order or an individual product as well. So you'll save even more money if you decide to buy this. So thank you for watching, guys. And as always, I'll see you next time.